I hate Cole. Anyways, Teamfight Tactics patch 9.14B notes. Alright, B-side patch will be making focus, change focused on balance and bug fixes. Critical strike modifier with the aim of toning down the damage of assassins. Yada 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 yada. Alright. Systems, critical strike damage. So it now stacks additively rather than multiplicatively. I can't say that word. Paired with changes to assassins and Infinity Edge, also in this patch, assassins will deal around 25% less damage, i.e. comes out neutral. Basically, so like if you're stacking like the assassin buff of like 350%, plus like an IE, it is now, instead of, you know, it'll just be 450% instead of whatever the multiple was doing. So basically, crit is just getting overall nerfed. Except for IE. IE will still be the same due to a later change. So yeah. I mean, 25% damage from assassins, also with their change later on down that we'll get to. Assassin Ninja kind of got kicked to the curb. It's no longer going to be the best comp to run, in my opinion. Of course, this will still take theory crafting and testing, but with these changes and the assassin change, assassin's early game will really be hurt, and so like you're just gonna have a hard time getting to the end game. Traits: assassin critical strike damage early game down. You're losing 25% crit, plus this. Late game you're getting the same if you get to 6, but the crit chance, the crit damage, you now have to build IE into literally every assassin to get the same amount of damage that they were getting before. So that is a pretty big nerf to them. Sorcerers are getting buffed in the early game with 3, getting you 10 extra power. I heard Sorcerer buff and I was like, yay! Now I'm like, 10 power? Like, I don't know. You just, and you get nothing for having 6. Most of the sorcerers are already so weak. The only few good sorcerers you have are like what, Morgana, Lulu, Kassadin. Kassadin doesn't use ability power, so it doesn't matter. 10 additional power for 3. I mean, your early game will be good, but by everybody getting rank 3s, it won't matter. Wild attack speed per stack is now 10%. So running 4 is actually pretty good because then everybody gets a 10% attack speed buff, and I believe it stacks to 8. So you can get 80% attack speed. Stack to 8. If it's 5, maybe you only get 50. Either way, you're getting a lot of attack speed from having wild style. Elementalist, golem HP goes down again. Daisy gets hurt. Which is pretty good because, you know, Daisy kind of just sits there and tanks everything while your other characters do tons of damage while your team does nothing because they're sitting there attacking a rock. One thing that you need to notice, there's no brawler change. And you're like, well, brawlers aren't that good. Here's the thing though, mid-game, they are. You get 700 additional health for having 4 brawlers, which, I mean, you just build Blitzcrank, Cho'Gath, Rek'Sai, Warwick, and you have it. So then you just get to build from there. They're not touched in this patch though. I'd like to see that change, because you can't do any damage to them until late game. Late game they fall off, but I don't know. Anyways, champions! Ahri gets a late game damage buff. Not really helpful, but she gets 10 additional power. Again, not really helpful. Ahri is still bad. She needs a ton of items and a ton of support to make her do the things that she's supposed to. The early game is still, I mean, I guess this is 200, but like, meh. Akali nerf on health and attack speed. It's fine, but it's really, the thing that breaks Akali is that she has 25 mana to cast her ability. So losing 0.05 or 0.05 attack speed and 50 health, that doesn't mean she's dying faster and she's still getting her ability just as fast. You put a Luden's Echo on her and she gets it every 2 seconds. Evelyn, they buffed her 1-star attack damage, which is okay. Like, that's good, but they nerfed her health, so, like, she's just dying anyways. I mean, again, it's 50 health, it's the same change as this, but, like, she has 100 less health than Akali does at level 1. So, like, Mordekaiser, 1-star health getting buffed. This doesn't really change anything. He will take 50 extra damage. Got it. Poppy got buffed by a lot for some reason at rank, like 200 extra damage at rank 3. 100 extra damage at rank 2. Poppy didn't need a buff. She was fine. But whatever. Rengar, attack damage up. That's okay. He's still meh. And with assassin change, it's all meh now. Tristana got nerfed. Attack speed went down by 0.05, which, I mean, if it was any other character, I'd say, like, it doesn't affect them, but it's Tristana, and, like, her ability takes forever to, like, actually do damage anyways. Like, now you need Wild and 2 Quinsus. And then my favorite character change, Volibear nerf. Armor means he's dying faster, and attack speed went down by a whole 0.1, which is good, because that means he'll be applying less damage and less on-hit effects, i.e. Curse Blade and Sword Breaker or whatever you have. Speaking of Curse Blade, trigger effects goes down to 20%. This is really good. This item can go die in a corner, fall off the edge of the earth, get burned. I hate it. You can't counter it. Like, the only counter to it is, you know, kill the person that has it. But, you know, you put it on a Lucian with rapid fire, and he just sits in the back line and dashes and never dies. And yeah. Swordbreaker has a 25% chance, and Hush has a 50% chance. But I hate this item. This item is not fun. People are buying 2 of them, or building 2 of them, so you get a 40% chance now. So, like, it really doesn't matter. Infinity Edge, you got a buff. So, again, you have to build this on every single assassin if you want them to crit for the, you know, what they were doing before. Locket got nerfed to 200. I mean, just make it not stack. Can we just not stack items? That'd be great. Like, I mean, you build 2 of them, you get 400 health. I'm sure it's not 600, but, like, put this on, like, build Brawler, and you get 400 health plus 700 health on each of your Brawlers. Like, they're just never gonna die. Morello's got a 2% max health damage. I mean, who do you really build this on? Aside from, like, Katarina. It'll be good for Katarina. I have on my notes, like, it's better for certain characters. Akali, Katarina, Garen. Characters that spin, that do dot damage, but, like, I mean, 5%, it's a buff, but it's not real helpful. Bug fixes. Raptors will now properly always drop a loot box. Smile. Guardian trait no longer fades if a Guardian dies. So, I mean, that's a slight buff to Guardians, but I don't really see it run very often. I only see it a couple times, so it's not that big of a deal. Redemption will now properly heal 1,000 HP. What they don't tell you here is that for the past week, Redemption has been healing for 1,000% HP. So actually, this is a nerf to Brawlers too, because now you can't build, you know, double Locket, Redemption, and Brawlers. Still, Brawlers are fun. And then Guardian Angel will now trigger in all cases. I don't know what bug this was, but yeah, your GA will now pop. And then Imperial, it's not in this note because it was put in like a mid patch, like they just hotfixed it. Imperial items no longer get buff, which is good. It's just the same change that they did to item or ability power. So basically, you have items on your Draven, and he gets the double bonus. His items will no longer get the Imperial buff of double damage. And then health bug fixes. There was a bunch of health bugs that were going on. Characters weren't getting health item correctly. Like Warmogs wasn't working right or something. And Shapeshifters weren't getting the correct bonus health. But that is now fixed. And that is everything for your patch 9.14 B notes. There you go. Now we go back to ranked.